Hello, let's do the New York Times Hard Sudoku for February 7th, 2026. There's a link in the description if you'd like to try the puzzle yourself, and I'm going to get started right now. All right, starting with this 3 and 6, we have two threes looking into here. This 3 looks up, places the 3 in this box. These two threes look down, this 3 looks in, placing the 3 in this box. I guess 3's in one of these two in this box. Just following up on 3's because we have so many. 3's in one of those two. One of those two. I think that's it. Yeah, so 3's are left in this kind of L-shaped pattern, which isn't going to resolve by itself. All right, what about the 6? So 2, 6, oh, we have all the 6's here. 6 looks into here. This is filled with non-6's. The 6 looks up. So 6 ends up in one of these two, which is going to point into this box. This 6 looks in, putting a 6 in one of these 3. All right, so what we learned here is that this isn't 6. Looking to see if that's helpful. I mean, it does mean 6 is in two places in this column. All right. Any crossings here? Yeah, so this 7 looks in, this 7 looks up. There's 3, 6 is already placed, and so there's the 7 is in one of these two. That points into this box. This 7 looks up, putting a 7 in one of these 3. All right. Moving on to this box, we do have the 7. Okay, actually, let's look at this filled box column just for this whole stack. So what we want to do is we want to look at these columns here, the two that aren't the filled one. And we want to look for any digits that aren't yet placed in the box. So 7 is not, 3 is, 4 is not, 3 is. So the 7 and the 4 look in here, meaning over here we have 7 and 4 in one of these 3. And so the 4 is going to point up. This 4 looks up, putting a 4 in one of these 3. The 7 looks down. These 7s point down. Oh, we already have a 7 in this box. Never mind. All right. Let's follow up on these 7s as well. Okay. So, interesting box. 3 and 7, anything else? Yeah, the 7 actually looks in here. This is a filled box row. Puts a 7 in one of these two. That points in here, telling us this can't be 7. So actually the 7 here is placed in the box. Also, it was the only place for 7 in the row. All right, we already have those 7s. Anything else here? 2, 6, 3, 6, 7. No, unfortunately. 2 and 4 look up. I want there to be something here, but I'm not seeing it. Okay. Anything else to do here? Let's just make sure we didn't miss anything. Yeah, we got the 6 and the 7. Okay. This cell should be limited because it's not the 4 givens and it's not the 2 corner marks. And so it's not 1, 2, 3. It could be 4. It's not 5, 6, 7. It could be 8, 9. All right. What about these two? They're not 4 and 6. All right. Let's look at this row actually. We need a 4, 6, 8, 9. So this isn't 4 or 6. This is 8, 9. This isn't 4, so 6, 8, 9. This isn't 4 either, so 6, 8, 9. So, oh yeah, where is the 4 in this row? 4 is not here. And this 4 looks up. These 4s point up. So this is our 4. That means this column's down to 4 digits. We need a 2, 6, 8, 9. So this is 2, 8, 9. 2, 6, 8, 9. Well, this isn't 6, so 2, 8, 9. Yeah, 6 is in two places here. I think we said that earlier. We do have these 6s. Puts a 6 in one of these two. Actually, we're... This can't be 6. Right, we have the pointing 6s and the claiming 6s. So actually, these two can't be 6. This can't be 6. So the 6 is placed in the column. Sorry, I didn't see that right the first time I looked. These 6s look in here. This 6 looks down, puts a 6 in one of these two. All right. So anything else up here that I might want to do? What did I get? The 4. You know what? Let's move on to the next band. So we have 2, 5, and 6 here. So the 2 5s look in, putting a 5 in one of these two. The 2 6s, no. Already have that marked. What up vertically? 5, 6. So we do have two 5s looking up. This 5 helps. Puts a 5 in one of these two. The 6s are done. The 2. This is 4 digits. Let's take a look. So we need a 1, 2, 3, and 8. 1, 2, 3, and 8. So this is 1, 3, 8. This is 1, 2, 8. Oh, the 3 looks in, right? So this is also 1, 2, 8. Okay. Back up here, 2, 5, 6. Let's move on to here, 1, 5, and 3. No, already kind of took care of this. These two should be limited because they're not the 1, 3, 5, and they're not the 4, 6, 7. So this could be 2, but this can't be. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we need 8, 9. That's not 9. Okay. Okay. Sorry. What's next? Oh, this is just 2, 8, 9 for the column. So this is 2, 6, 8, 9. What are the other two digits? We need a 1 and a... what is it? Oh, it's 1 and 4. No. Sorry, 1 and 5. I don't know why I kept skipping over the 5. I was trying to scan what else was left. The 1 and 5 have to go here. You can call this a hidden pair. You can call it a naked quad, however you want to do it. These end up the 1, 5 pair. And so that 1, 5 pair, because it's the only two places in the box 1 and 5 can go, so they must go there. And so that means that this can't be 5 because the 1, 5 pair, so that places the 5 here. The 2s do point, actually, from this box, because these can't be 2 anymore, because they have to be the 1, 5. And those aren't 2. And so the 2 cannot go here. Is there... Is there anything here I didn't do? Okay, so let's just do this real quick. So we have the 4 on one of these two. And then we have the 6 already marked, the 7 already marked. 3s are done. Okay. What is next? So the hidden 1, 5 pair. What can I do with that? So these aren't 1. This one looks in, puts a 1 in one of these two. So where's 1 in this column then? Because these markings tell us there's definitely not in this box. Not on where these givens are, and this one looks into here. So there's only one place in this column for 1, so it must be. So that's our 1, that's our 3. That places this 3 and that 3, and we're done with 3s. This is just 8, 9 to finish the column. Down here, these are not 1s, so they make a 2, 8 pair. So these can't be 2 or 8. So what are they? They could be 1. They're not 2. Could be 3, 4. They could be 5. They're not 6, 7, 8. They could be 9. 1, 5, 9. Okay, so if I used uniqueness, which I don't, and I'll explain what that means, we could actually place an 8 here, among probably some other things. So what's happening here is if we add an assumption, which is true in these New York Times puzzles and most Sudokus, what many would argue only all valid Sudokus have this kind of extra hidden rule, which is that there's only one unique solution. There's only one way to fill out the grid. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to logically solve it. If that were true, which we know is true in this puzzle, then what we have to avoid is a 1, 5 pair here. Basically, we must have a 9 in one of these two. Because imagine we did not have the 9. If we didn't, then we would have a 1, 5 pair in this box. So there would be no other place for 1 or 5 in this box. So no way through the box to resolve this 1, 5 pair or this one. This box the same. 1, 5 pair in this box means no other 1, 5s in the box. There's a 1, 5 pair in the row, so no other 1s or 5s in the row to resolve our 1 and 5. 1, 5 pair in this row, same deal. And then also the columns have 1, 5 pairs. So as a result, there's nothing in the puzzle that could possibly tell us whether these two are 1 or these two are 5. And so there'd be at least 2 solutions to the puzzle. The only way to avoid this, to have a solution that would involve this, is to put a given into one of these from the start, saying, hey, like this is a 1. That would resolve them. But there's no other way to resolve them, which means that that doesn't happen because we know there's only one solution. There's not 2 or more solutions. And so that means we must put a 9 in one of these two. And with a 9 in one of these two, this ends up being an 8 because it can't be 9 anymore. So just something to point out. I'm not going to use that, but because I like to prove that my solution is the only one, not assume it. But we could look at here. So this row, we have the 2, 8 pair. So what's left is 1, 4, 5, 9. And it'll clean up a little bit, this 5 and this 9. What else can we say? This row's down to 4 digits. We need a 2, 5, 6, 8. 2, 5, 6, 8. This isn't 6. This is 2, 5, 8. This also isn't 6 or 5. So this is 2, 8. Not an 8. 2, 5, 6. Not a 2. 5, 6, 8. All right. Not immediately helpful. Okay. I think that's what I get out of my initial scan. I'm not seeing anything else obvious to do. So we're going to backtrack here, and we're going to go row by row. What I'm looking for are pairs or triples I may not have fully fleshed out or applied, as well as any cells that look like they might be worth marking. So here's where, I mean, this first row, I don't think I want to do anything. But here's where I do want to try to utilize this 1, 5 pair by thinking about the 5 digits that remain in these cells. So those are the 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not 6. 2, 4, 7, 8, 9. 2, 4, 7, 8, 9. I really don't think there's anything to mark here. 2, 4, 7, 8, 9. I mean, this isn't 7, so it's 2, 4, 8, 9. Oh, we have an 8, 9 pair here, though. Okay. So it's 2, 4, not 7, 8, 9. Okay. In fact, this is just 1, 2, 4 for the whole box. Forgot about that 8, 9 pair, I guess. But over here, 2, 4, 7, 8, 9. We know the 7's over here. 2, 4, 7. Oh, this can't be, they can't be 2. Okay, so these are, this is 4, 7, 9, because it can't be 8. All right, so a little bit better than I thought. 2, 4, 2, 8, 1, 2, 4. So what do we need besides 1, 2, 4, 8? We need a 9. So where does the 9 go? Certainly not in these places, and then not here. So the 9 in this column actually must go right here, and that gives us the 8 here and the 2. So this is not an 8. What can we do here? Rest of this box, we need a 4, 6, 7, 9. So this is 6, 9 only. Nice. Because it's not 4 and it's not 7. Yeah. So that makes a 6, 9 pair in this column. That removes 9 from here. And so now with the uniqueness technique, we'd actually be able to just place a 9 right here. But we still aren't going to do that. All right, 4, 6, 7, 9. So this can't be 6. This is 4, 7, 9. Oh, it can't be 9 either. Right, these 9s look in. So 9's one of these two. Ah, so... Never mind. So that means this is 4, 7 as well. Yeah, this is where 6 and 9 go. 6, 9 look in. 6, 9 looks in. Yeah. So we don't really need these corner marks anymore. So we have a 4, 7 pair, and we have this 6, 9 pair. So we actually have another uniqueness right here. And just to be clear, it has to be in exactly 2 rows, 2 boxes, and 2 rows, 2 columns, and 2 boxes. The 2 boxes is really important for that technique. If you find it in 4 boxes, you can't use uniqueness there because there are ways to resolve it. But it would place an 8 here. It's the only thing that disrupts the fully 6, 9 pairage. So we know this is going to be an 8. We know that's going to be a 9. Sorry, we know these 2 are 8s and this is a 9. That's what we know just from uniqueness right now. Anyway, 4, 7 pair. Can I do anything with that? We already had 4, 7 here and 4, 7 here. How about the 6, 9 pair? So that affects the row. We need a 2, 4, and 7. So I'm just going to write that out. This one can't be 2 because of the box, and this can't be 2 because of the column, and so the 2 ends up here. That gives us the 8 here, so these are not 8s. Oh my gosh. That's not an 8. This column is 1, 4, 7, 9. So this can't be 1 because of the 1, 5 pair. So this is 4, 7, 9. Why didn't I mark this last time? Because it couldn't be 2. I don't know. Must have just missed it. This can't be 4, so this is 1, 7, 9. It's surprising we haven't resolved this yet, but sometimes uniqueness can just completely shortcut a whole lot of logic. 1, 2, 4, 8. Can't be 2. So 1, 4, 8. 1, 4, 7, 8. This can't be 8. So this is, oh, this can't be 1 or 8. So is this 4, 7? I believe it must be. So that's a 4, 7 pair in this row. So that leaves behind 1, 8 only. So this is 4, 7. 4, 7 pair removes 4 from here, leaving behind 1, 2, and 8. 1, 8, 4, 7. So another got a lot of unique rectangles in this puzzle. This can't be 4 or 7 because it would create those same pairs, that the same unique rectangle issue. So we could eliminate 4 and 7 from there using uniqueness as well. But we already know that because there's a 4, 7 pair in the box. So that's a direct way to do that. But we need a 1 and a 5 here. This 1 looks down. So this is 5, this is 1. So this cannot be 5, and that can't be 1. 1's in one of these two. There must be just like something, just kick this into gear. I feel really close. 2, 5, 6. It feels like I'm probably just ignoring something I've already marked, to be honest, which I'm looking for but not seeing. Got a lot of buy value cells. Okay, so this isn't 5. Actually, we do have 2 5s looking down, and this 5 looks in. This one looks in. So 5's one of these two. For what it's worth, I suppose. 1, 5, 9, 1, 4, 5, 9, yeah. What haven't I done? I thought we were collapsing, so I kind of lost the plot. Let's look at this row, just because it's got a bunch of empty cells, and it's down to 5. We need a 1, 2, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 7, 8, 9. So this can't be 1, 2, or 9. So this is 7. Oh, is this just a naked 7? So this cell here is not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, or 9. Yeah, so that's just a naked 7. Quite helpful. That gives us the 4 and the 7 and the 4 and the 7. 7 gets placed in this box because it can't be here anymore. So let's clean these up. Oh, this is just a 5 because it can't be 4 anymore, giving us the 6 and the 2. And this is the only place for 4 in the box now. This is the only place for 1 in the box. And then this digit is the 9, and that gives us this 8 we've been wanting. We get the 1 and the 9 and the 5. So we got this 9 we wanted as well. We got the 6 and the 9. We got the 6 and the 8. And that gave us the 8 we wanted. All right, we have the 1 and the 5. We have the 9 and the 8. That's 4 and 9. That's 6. We get the 2 and the 9. 2, 1, 4. That's 4, 7, 8, 1, 2, 8. And this is 8. This is 2. All right. Yeah, would have made quick work of this had I used uniqueness, but I do not. Cool. Well, let me know how you did. And if you enjoyed this, why don't leave a like, subscribe, and a kind comment below.